What's up, my friends? How the fuck is you? It's snowing outside. Fucking bullshit, man. You know, if it's gonna snow here in Dayton, Ohio, I expect it to snow enough that we could have a white Christmas with clean roads. You know what I'm saying? That nice white, wet, fluffy snow that melts off the roads, but it makes everything pretty. The trees are pretty and everything. That's the snow. I mean, if it's gonna snow, let's fucking snow right. Let's fucking get this fucking snow snowing fucking right. You know what I'm saying? Let's get it right. But man, I've been enjoying my time off. Probably next month, sometime in January, I'll start looking for another job. I seen a thing. It was on the news this morning, on the local news this morning. I was watching it, and they do like this job posting, and they were looking for somebody to clean aquariums. And I was like, ooh, I could do that the rest of my life, man. I'd love that job. Let's go in and take care of fish, man. Oh, it'd be the perfect job. Uh-uh. Show you guys something if you want to see something really fucking cool, really cool. Man, look at this. Oh my god. Look at this motherfucker, man. Look at this shit. Oh. Oh my goodness. Goodness gracious me. Oh. It comes with this huge poster. This beautiful fucking this beautiful poster, and it's both sides. Come on, Light. Come on, White. Work for us here. Both sides. The nuggets, man. The nuggets. And it comes with this, the book. Man, I love this kind of stuff. Comes with this beautiful book here. And it talks about all the groups on this album. I mean, if you don't have this set, man. Now it was $100 for this set. It wasn't cheap, but I'm telling you what, man, it is worth the money. Okay, this is worth the money. Oh, look at. Let me show you. This is all the music, man. You get five LPs, man, 5 records. 5 records for $100. That's like $20 each. That's not bad. You know what I'm saying? It's not bad. And it comes in this beautiful box set. Electra. I mean, this thing is just freaking badass. I'm telling you, man. And the music on here. This is old psychedelic rock and roll from the 60s, man. Look at this label, the Electric. I bought this week, man. I was at the record store and I seen that sitting there. And I was at first, and they had it over by the compact disc, right? The CDs. So I always just figured that it was a CD box set. Yeah. You got it's a happening thing, man. Leave it here. Yellow balloon. Crazy like a fox. I mean, this is just great. I've really enjoyed. I've been spinning this thing, and I mean, it plays for hours, man. It is. It is just phenomenal, man. It comes with five. There was one. This is two more. I mean, look at this. This is inside a big gatefold. I mean, this is the crying shames, the Amboy Dukes, the Blue Magoos, Chocolate Watch Band, the Mojo Man. You know, most of you guys probably got this. I bet a lot of you guys already have this, man. I think I've seen Steve Carlson show this. I'd say Dave probably has this. You know, it's called the Electra. Let me show you. Okay, I'm going to show you that again. This is one record. Now check this out. This is another record. Look at this. Oh, light work. There. It's on that electric label. Oh my god, man. Anyway, man, I wanted to share this with you guys, man. I picked this up this week. Like I said, it wasn't cheap. Okay, $100, that's not cheap. But you know, what are you actually getting here, man? You know what I'm saying? What is is the bang worth the buck? And man, this would even be a good Christmas gift. Like if you could find one of these for your somebody in your family, man. And that's it. Like these youngsters, these young hipsters, man, they would love this, man. I'm telling you, this is. I don't know who wouldn't like this. You know, if you are a true music lover, I don't know why you wouldn't like this, man. To me, this is just. It's what it says it is, man. It's just a five records full of nuggets, man, from back in the '60s, man. Comes with the poster, comes with the book. I mean, they went all out on this thing. It was a no-brainer, you know. And honestly, I was at the record store, and I wasn't even shopping for myself. I was shopping for one of my buddies. I was looking for a record, and I ended up finding him a nice record, and then I ended up finding me a nice record. So, so got that. Anyway, I wanted to share that with you. They go in there beautifully. Show it to you one more time. This is badass. It's not cheap, but it's not really that expensive either. So this week I got my I got my this little turntable fuzz. That little fuzz there, that's where I was cleaning records. But my audio research preamplifier, okay? That thing's really been bothering me, right? Because I hook it up to my new turntable, and it's got that buzz, that sound, you know. That really upsets me, you know. So yesterday, I didn't want to do it, but I was like, you know what? It's like the my Thorns didn't do that. My Thorns turntable didn't make any noise. So I just came to the understanding, the middle comprehension that it's the VPI that's probably making the noise. Something to do with that. And I also noticed that when I play the VPI, that when I would take the record off the platter, it would crackle just from the static. You hear it pop, pop, crackle, crackle. And I was like, something ain't right. So I didn't want to, so I brought it out into the garage, right? Brought the VPI. Well, it's not so easy. It's in three pieces. It weighs like 60 pounds, right? So I took it apart in the house. And I brought the base. It's got two bases, the wood base, and the wood base has the turntable motor attached to it, right? So what I ended up doing was, make a long story short, so I took the motor apart. Okay, it's in this little metal case, and the motor's inside that metal case. So I took the metal case. It's got screws on it, and it just unscrews. And I looked inside of there, and you could see how the motor's wired together, right? And there is a lobster claw ground wire screwed to the side of the metal can, right? So I took a wire and I grounded it. Okay, just make a long story short, I grounded the motor. I took the motor, put a ground wire in there onto the ground wire, put it all back together, and I put a little lobster claw on the end of the wire, so I could just clip that thing. I could clip it anywhere. So I put it back all together. And I took that little lobster claw, and on the back of that audio research preamplifier, you got your ground wire screws on, right? So I took that son of a bitch, man, and I clipped it right to that thing, man. Boom. Just dead quiet. I was like, wow. Wow, man. So it just basically, and it's not really the turntable. Okay, let me explain something to you guys. It's not really the turntable. When you have a situation like that, it's called dirty electricity, man. There's just so much. Everything in that house is wired, man, to one fucking wire. Think about it. There's one wire going to your house. There's one wire going to your house, man. And everything's wired to that one wire in your house. Everything. Your washer, your dryer, your refrigerator, your stove, your microwave, your lamps, your television, everything's hooked to that one wire. So you're sitting there trying to use this precision, highly sensitive device hooked up to the same wire that everything else is in that house. And the more sensitive something is, the more you're going to hear, the more you're going to pick up, And like I said, it's got that nice Kimber cable. So it's more sensitive. And that motor itself, okay, the way that an electric motor works, it's copper coils that are spun, right? I don't know if you understand how a motor works. And when you turn it on, the electricity current goes around those coils. And then you got this shaft that goes in between those coils, and it causes the belt pulley goes through that, and it spins. That electrical current going through those coils in itself is enough to cause static electricity on your records, right? I talked to Fred. Fred said he's already had his wired years ago. He's like, man, I've already had all my motors wired to a ground. I'm like, what the fuck, dude? You're a genius, man. You're a fucking genius. Now there's other alternatives, man. You could go out and spend hundreds of dollars on a power conditioner, plug that into your wall, and that power conditioner is designed and built just to clean the electricity. So I could have probably fixed it with that. I didn't want to go that route. That's expensive. There goes the wind. So, it didn't just quiet it down, man. it neutralized the static charge on my records. It's like when I listen to my records, the records are quieter now because they're not picking up a static charge from the electricity because it's grounded. So I mean, it's really nice how fortunate I was to get lucky enough to just peg it out like that, man. But just boom, hook that little lobster clip right to the ground from the motor, and it solved all the problems, man. It's wonderful. So I'm pretty excited about that. So it's Christmas time, man. Merry Christmas to everybody, man. Hope you guys are having a wonderful Christmas. Hopefully you guys aren't working this week either. It'd be nice if you weren't working. That you had a little time to spin some records yourself, man. And believe me, man, I've been spinning records like you wouldn't believe, but I really enjoyed my music. Especially last night, man, when I got my audio research wired in properly, man. Everything quieted down and just, it's beautiful, man. I'm truly enjoying my new Dynavector Tone-Arm, man. That thing is just so nice. So nice. I had to lube my VPI turntable. Snowing like crazy. But I had to lube my VPI turntable. I'll tell you what I did. Some of you stereo guys might dig this. So, where did I go? Oh, I went to AutoZone. Check this out. I went to AutoZone, man. And I told the guy, man, he goes, I said, I need some synthetic grease. And he goes, what's it for? I said, you don't want to know, man. He goes, no, what's it for? I said, it's for a turntable. I said, did that fucking help you, Eddie? He said, no. I said, no, it just fucking confused you even more because you had to know what it was for, you curious motherfucker. And they got a gazillion lubricants at the fucking AutoZone. So we're over there looking at these different synthetics and different types of oil and stuff. And I told him, I said, I need some synthetic grease, man. He goes, well, what about wheelberry grease? I was like, that's exactly what I'm looking for, dude. So we go back and we find this stuff right here. Mobil 1 synthetic grease. Okay, it's for wheel bearings, chassis, suspension, universal joints. Okay, this is automotive grade synthetic grease. I'm going to try to open this without. But you can see this is what it looks like, man. This is enough grease to last me probably the rest of my lifetime. Right? This is not how you want to put this on your record player. Okay? This is not how you want to do it. It's just too thick, man. It's just too thick. So what I ended up doing, okay, is I picked up some 3-in-1 oil, okay? And I took a little, you don't need a whole lot. So I took a cap off a bottle of water, okay? And I took a toothpick, okay? And I took it and I stuck it in and I scraped some of the grease out in here, right? So I put some of the grease in here. And then I took the 3-in-1 and I squirted that all over the grease, right? Then I just stirred it up like some mashed potatoes, man, Stirred it up really good. And then I just kept adding grease. I added a little oil until I got it to, you don't want it running, okay? You don't want it runny, but you don't want it this thick. You don't want it too thick. You want it to be smooth. You know what I'm saying? It's smooth. Almost like honey, but maybe just a hair thicker than honey. You want it so that you could flip this upside down with the oil with it, and it's almost going to fall out. Okay, if that gives you any idea. So I ended up getting that right. And underneath the platter on my VPI, it has a brass bearing on the platter. Okay, then it has a shaft coming out of the plate on the top plate, and then it's got the top of the plate. It's got a ball bearing situated on this shaft, right? So I just basically just took it, put that grease all over that shaft, and then I put some grease up in that hole, man, and I put it back together. Man, and then you spin it, and that thing would just spin, and it would spin and spin and spin. It was so that's how I did it, and it works. You know, you probably cannot go to the store and buy. This was $10, like I said, but this is overkill. You know, I don't need this much, but I'll use this probably for the rest of my life on fishing equipment, on maybe my garage door hinges, whatever. You know what I'm saying? This will last me the rest of my life. But it was only $10 for this. And I think this was like $3. Okay. 3-in-1 oil. There you go. I mean, you can see how much I used in it. See? See the right there? You can see the oil in there. I didn't use very much at all. This will last me for a long time as well. Synthetic oil is just better with the temperature. It doesn't get old. It lasts forever. This stuff, you know, the only time I'll need to redo my turntable is if I clean it. If I take that platter off and I clean it off underneath there and I add fresh oil, that's the only time I'll ever need to do this again. It'll last forever. Synthetic is just so good, especially on my turntable, you know. That's what I got for you, fellas. So I'm out here in the garage. It's snowing like crazy. Snowing. Let's see here. Let's see. It's snowing like crazy out here, man. Look at this. That's all I got for you. Hey, thanks for hanging out. Brother Brian's out of here.